And welcome back. Welcome back to Shut It. How you doing? I usually do Dumb News of the Week. Today is sort of like a special day where I'm going to focus on special dumb news, which isn't not actually that dumb. It's actually shocking. As you well know, the results are in. Ta-da! And yeah, we know. We get it. You wanted them. That's fine. Did it shock me? No, it did not shock me at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so I know the score. I know the people. I know what they pretend to act like at church, and then what they actually do in real life, and what they actually are thinking in real life. So I'm not shocked. It's mostly boomer white women, right? They want to keep the status quo. They want the proximity towards their white husband and power, I guess, and just being a boomer. And then you have like the crazy misogynists who just don't want anybody to have power. And yes, women can be thrown into that as well. They're like, I have to suffer. You know what I mean? It's sort of like a secret little revenge to us little tiny liberals out there. Tiny. I don't know why I called us tiny. I'm not surprised is what I'm saying. I didn't wake up going, oh my God, I can't believe it. In fact, my daughter texted me. She's studying in Spain. And I just said, oh my God, I love you, sweetheart. Thank God you're in Spain. I mean, you have to count your blessings. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because that's the only way I cope with things. And that's what we're going to do right now. Do you know what I mean? I have ideas. We're going to do other things. Look, I always knew there were racists. We all knew that, right? We all know about the racism. We all know about the misogyny and proximity to power, and just, hate. We all know that. Right? We know these people. They're our neighbors. Some of them are in your family. Some of them you're maybe married to. But what I didn't know, wait for it. This is kind of dumb revelations, actually. Amish turnout for the Pennsylvania vote in unprecedented numbers, sources say. Unprecedented numbers. The Amish. That's right. And if you don't know where the Amish are, they're in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's called Amish County, Amish country. I've been there. It's really cute. They look adorable. They've got their little buggies and they got their little beards and their little hats, and they don't have they only have buttons. They're not allowed to have zippers because they're old timey. They say things like "ootin' the light," and then they sell jam at at little street markets. They sell their Amish jam. Yeah, these cutie little preppers. These cutie little old-timey preppers. Well, guess what? Guess who they've voted for? Yeah, you never heard them say a peep. They don't want to have anything to do with you except when it comes to women's rights. There you go. It's a cult. Call a cult a cult. Call a spade a spade. Call the cult. It's a cult dog whistle to another cult. Who knew the Amish, the cutesy, folksy Amish would be the ones to tip Pennsylvania? Who knew? Who knew that would be the cutesy folksy group? These are facts. These are absolute facts. This is CBS Austin. Political action groups seek to mobilize Pennsylvania Amish voters for 2024 election. Lancaster County. Again, a political organization says Amish voter participation in Pennsylvania will be imperative in the 2024. See, this went under the radar. Nobody was thinking about the Amish. Anyway, I'm mad about the Amish. I have to say, I've never been upset about an Amish person. I always thought they were adorable. But in actuality, they're monsters. They're quiet monsters. The Pennsylvania director of conservative political action group Early Action Vote said that the state will be able to close the gap at the polls this year with the help of the Amish voters. Nobody saw that. Nobody talks to the Amish. They don't want to talk. They don't. And here's the thing about the Amish. All of a sudden, now you want to be participating in our little circles. You don't like to socialize with non-Amish. You're a cult. Yeah, you get things done. You're a cult that gets things done. You build houses for each other. That's great. And you're kind of inbred, which is whatever. There's only a small, birthing pool of people. So they're inbred people with virtues. Virtuous inbred Amish. Anyway, he said this conservative grassroots, they mobilized, they organized, And they went down there, and the Lancaster has the highest concentration of Amish citizens in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, certainly in the heart of the community, and we're really hoping and banking on them coming out to vote. What, did you give them like light bulbs or something? What, did you rig them up with electricity? They're Amish. How do they even know? How do you reach out? They don't have technology. What did they knock? They literally knocked on their doors? Okay, and PBS even says it. Republicans pursue support from the Amish in Pennsylvania, where only a small minority vote in elections. There you go. On a recent weekday afternoon, an Amish man in a horse-drawn buggy navigated through a busy intersection of auto traffic in Pennsylvania's Lancaster County, past a billboard proclaiming, "Pray for God's mercy on our nation." The billboard featured a large image of a wide-brim straw hat often worn by the Amish. If there was any further doubt to its target audience, the smaller print listed a sponsor as "For die Amish," referring to the Amish in their Pennsylvania German dialect. Researchers say most of the Amish don't register to vote, right? Reflective of the Christian movement's historic separatism from mainstream society. Just as they've maintained their direct dialect and horse and buggy transportation. But a small minority have voted, and the Amish are most numerous in all important swing state of Pennsylvania, so they're being targeted this year in the latest decade's effort. So basically, the cutesy little Amish flipped the state that, anyway, the Amish, who knew? And the crazy thing is, I've been to Lancaster. Actually, my car broke down once I was doing a gig. I had a gig in Ohio, and I had to drive through, and my car broke down in Lancaster. And this dude helped me, and really nice guy, and he drove me to the gas station in Lancaster. And you know what he was saying while we were in the car? He goes, "Look at them." I go, "Look at who?" And he goes, "Look at those Amish. Look at that guy." And I go, he's Amish. He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Oh, they don't like the Amish." So the non-Amish in Lancaster don't like the Amish, just to let you know. They're othered too. Anyway, they're othered as well. And the guys go, "Yeah, look at him with his beard." I go, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "You know what the beard means?" I go, "No, I don't know what the beard means." He goes, "It means that they're married." And I go, "Wow. Can I get out now?" And he said, "Sure." And he just shat on the Amish for like the whole car ride. Okay? And they're othered. People don't like the Amish. What are the rules? The Amish people have a lot of rules. They forbid owning automobiles, tapping electricity from public utility lines, owning television, radios, or personal computers. How did they vote? Anyway, attending high school or college. Uneducated Amish people voted. Anyway, joining the military and initiating a divorce. These are the rules and regulations of being Amish. Married men are expected to grow a beard, but not a mustache. Didn't know that. And to wear an Amish-style hat and vest. Women are expected to wear a head covering and usually a 3-piece dress that includes a cape, and an apron. Unlike the broader American culture, where the dress is often used to express personal preference, dress among the Amish signals submission to the collective order and serves as a public symbol of group identity. I've seen them. I see them at the farmer's market with the little bonnet. Yeah, they look adorable, but guess what? They're prisoners in their own homes. They have to wear this shit. Don't you think they want to be dancing out on the nightclub? No, they can't, because Jebediah will tell the tall order guy, and I don't know what they'll do. They'll be in Amish jail, where they're going to have to milk cows all night and day and sew things and churn butter. That's the Amish jail that I come up with in my head. Look, you got to laugh. You got to laugh at this, you guys. I'm just telling you right now. We're going to mobilize. Don't worry. We're going to figure things out. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to recoup like how this happened. I have a lot of reasons, not just the Amish. I'm going to go a little bit further on my speculation as to why this happened. And we were blindsided. No, we weren't. I wasn't. But a lot of people were. They were like, wow, everything seemed to be going well. Not until you got from Beyonce and Cardi B singing up there. Don't bring Jennifer Lopez out. Bring the Parade of Stars. People hate that shit. Middle America people from Pennsylvania, I know because I'm from there, they don't like it because you're showing off. They want you to be modest, unless then you can show off all you want. See, none of this makes sense. There's no logic to it. You can bring out Hulk Hogan, and you can bring out the UF fighting guy and Joe Rogan, and they're okay with that. But once you bring out a multi-platinum pop star, they don't like you. You're elitist. You're elitist. That's right. You're elitist. Did you know that? You're elitist. Anyway, so it's I blame the Amish. I blame Cardi B. I blame Beyonce. I blame Jennifer Lopez. And I think that's the nail that hit the coffin, the Democratic coffin. Are these dumb, lavish parties? Just mobilize. Zip it. Mobilize. Don't talk. Don't do fancy big things on television. Mobilize. And you were mobilizing, but you forgot the Amish. Who dropped the ball on the Amish? How'd that happen? There was a big movie in the 80s with Harrison Ford and how he killed somebody, or somebody killed, some Amish guy killed somebody, but you couldn't get in the community, but Harrison Ford cracked the case. Do you remember that? I don't barely remember it because I think I was a baby. But we were sus about the Amish back in the 80s, and then we just forgot about them. We just let them go on their way in their horse and buggies. But no, they voted. And who are they vote for? The people that are going to oppress women. That's why. That's why that's who they're going to vote for. What are they? Oh, yeah, I love the other lady. She's great. Who's Beyonce again? I don't know, because I don't have a television. I'm Amish. Do you want to build a house with me? No, you're not allowed. You're not Amish. Keep the girls inside. Oh, wait, make them churn shit and make butter and stuff. And yeah, I blame the Amish, as we all should blame something. Look, I want to blame something. And I'm not going to I always do the usual. I blame educational system, which is true. I blame racist people, which is true. I blame misogynist people, which is true. But now we have another person to blame, a whole group of people. The Amish. You know what, Amish? Turn out your light. Oh, you don't have light bulbs. You dummies. You don't even have computers. So you're not going to see this. So, I'm sorry. I'm a little emotional today. A little emotional. I'm going to say it. I'm a little bit emotional. But that's true about like that whole, why do we have to bring the stars into it? Like, I never understood that. Why does Oprah have to be involved in this? Why, when you start bringing these big stars, like, except for Taylor Swift, because I think she mobilized young women, but like the old staples, not good. I cringe. I'm going to use the word cringe. I absolutely cringe. When they start doing that shit, the celebrities come out, like Bruce Springsteen, vote. It's like, go to bed. We know, we got this. Mobilize. You don't have to tell us what to do. And once a lot of these people, and now, I'm going to call them these people, meaning racist, they don't like it when you tell them what to do. They don't like it. They hate it. Especially the machismo guys, who think that they're just by proximity that they're winning as well because they're macho, because they're like, oh yeah, women, you're stay out of the business room, get back in this kitchen, stay whatever they're saying. And that's what happened. I blame Beyonce a little bit, Cardi B a little bit. But can we just all collectively band together and blame the Amish? They're not going to watch this. No Amish are going to see this. In fact, all these Republicans who are knocking on their doors, literally because they don't have telephones, they're never going to be represented again. The Amish, they were used. But whatever. There you go. What else is in the news? You guys, it's going to be all right. I have had a lot of people texting me, though. I live in Europe, and I've had a ton of people going, I'm so sorry, Jen. And lots all morning. And I'm like, I'm sorry, too. I mean, that's really nice of you. So when people say, oh, this is what everybody wants, most of the world doesn't. They're texting me like, these are people who are not, they're from all over the world. The silver lining of it all is this. At least now we have our first gay vice president. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty exciting. For me, when I feel like I'm in a funk or like I'm a little bit low, I like to do routine, like get back into my routine, like whatever your routine might be. It might be for you going out for a stroll in nature, or going, to the gym, going to a spin class, or some people like to, knit. What I like to do is I like to delve into dumb news of the week, and I have one for you. I cooked dinner for my boyfriend. I was shocked when he responded with a PowerPoint presentation. Here's one way to lose a seat at a dinner table. A woman who was stunned when her 30-year-old boyfriend of 2 years put together a PowerPoint presentation to critique her homemade dinner, and then another one to shame her for not finding it funny. But she got the last laugh. The 28-year-old woman went viral on Reddit when she shared the uncomfortable situation online, asking users for their advice and take on it. She explained that she typically cooked most of the meals for her and her live-in boyfriend because she genuinely enjoys it, and because her boyfriend claims he can't even boil water without setting off the smoke alarm. Ha! All right. One night, as they were digging into what she believed was one of their favorite meals, her boyfriend got a weird smirk on his face and told her that he had been taking notes and made a presentation. The confused woman thought it was a joke until he got up and began to guide her through a PowerPoint presentation titled Improving Our Home Dining Experience. Jeez. Okay, I was in disbelief as he went slide by slide critiquing my dishes. Slide 1. Too much garlic. Slide 2, pasta consistency. Slide 3, more salt, less sass, she recounted. The woman was stunned and immediately decided to stop feeding her boyfriend and let him cook for himself. I would have kicked him out of the house right then and there. Anyway, let's read on. Her boyfriend initially tried to backtrack, insisting that it was all good and fun and that he was just trying to help, but she didn't appreciate the feedback. After several days of trying to fend for himself, her boyfriend began sulking and claiming that she was ruining the joke, which pushed her to initiate a conversation about the relationship and how disrespectful she found the presentation. She wrote in a second Reddit post, well, what does he do? He smirks, she says. Oh, and I was prepared for this. He actually grabs his laptop, connects to the TV again, and presents me with another PowerPoint titled, How to Take a Joke, a comprehensive guide. She wrote, adding that yet again, she was too stunned to speak. And in an attempt to communicate with her boyfriend in a way he would comprehend, the upset woman then made a PowerPoint presentation of her own, titled, Why It's Time to Move On, a farewell guide. That's awesome. She claims that her boyfriend sat down with the same smirk he had when he presented his slides, but lost it by the time she got to the fourth slide title, Top 10 Reasons Why You're Moving Out Today. I love it. This is awesome. And was packing his bags by the resources for finding your own apartment slide. Bye-bye, Felicia. All right, so yeah, we broke up and I'm single, happy, and cooking meals for myself without any critique except my cat's judgmental stare, she wrote. That is classic. I love it. And of course, why are we here, you guys? We're here for the comments. So what do you think people said? TK Sunsweet 1 said, I once cooked a spaghetti dinner for my busy boyfriend of many years ago. He was of Italian lineage. I am not. I broke the spaghetti in half to fit in the pot, just like my mother always did. He went ballistic when he saw the finished product and said nasty things to me, basically claiming I'd broken some cardinal rule and going on to state that I made way too much spaghetti, and that spaghetti should never be eaten as a leftover. I finished the box of spaghetti. Okay. What is this, a novel? And then she dumped him. That's the end of that. Okay. New York Green Acres says, I'm of an Italian heritage. Grandparents came over. I'd never bust chops over that. I find it annoying too. Okay. Asa Club said, I adore my husband of 39 years, and he always does the cooking, but I'd like to do a PowerPoint on how to make pot roast. Hint, don't just plunk a roast dry and uncovered in the oven for 3 hours. All right, go walk in the other room and tell your husband that. Anyway, Peter, these are dumb comments. Peter Thomas Baum says, don't request the roast or complain for that matter. Your hands are clean, aren't they? Oh, now they're fighting in the comments section. All right, you could put foil on top of it and bacon too. And then Post Toasty says, show him a 1-page PowerPoint of a door opening outward. And Kim says, ha ha ha, he's a keeper, or at least I would, but then I can't take a joke. And then Cassie7 says, she cooked, he didn't know how, but he's going to do slideshows for her to learn from them. He wasn't joking. That's just his excuse for being insulting. Criticism is fine, but not the way he went about it. Glad she swiped left. And Breakfast Taco says, the boyfriend was without a doubt a white dude for... okay, I'm not going to say it. For you-know-who. That doesn't make any sense. I think that would be the other way around a little bit. Okay. Lupailu says, my ex-husband couldn't scramble eggs when I met him. They looked like little rubber fetuses. I taught him how to cook, and I taught him computers. I ended up creating a monster as he wound up beating me in both categories. Oh, beating you at cooking and computers? Oh, this is a misfit of a comment section today. I'm going to say it. Riff848 says, I'm going to side with the woman. If he doesn't like a particular dish that night, he should bring home some takeout. If he doesn't like anything she ever cooks, in my opinion, she should cut him loose quickly. Well, she did. If you read it, that's what she did. And that's a red flag. If some douchebag, you make a meal, and you're 28, mind you, she's a baby. The fact that she's cooking for this 30-year-old, that's amazing. Should be like, it could be cardboard. You'd be like, thank you. That's a red flag. As soon as he opens the laptop to do a PowerPoint presentation, I would say, do a PowerPoint presentation on the best takeout, because I'm not giving you my food. Bye-bye. And that's it. The end of it. Do you know what I mean? These are red flags that you have to you got to like jump. You got to just bye-bye. Close the door. Next chapter. Knock on the doors of other people, but not Amish people.